Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, Davis-Wade Stadium, where they've got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the Tennessee Volunteers taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Vols will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get it in. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. So Tennessee's offense will take the field first. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy's a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Fires to the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
The Vols pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Finds his big tight end. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
To the air. It's Morrison. Hauls it in. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Slant routes. They're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage, too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, we'll take that throw all day.
Now improvising. Got it. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Those linemen can get a little aggressive sometimes in pass pro, and it'll cost him. Touchdown off the board, and they'll back up 5. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville. They will score! Touchdown, Vols!
I mean, what a great way to start this game. getting the football in the end zone, getting it to your big play wide receiver. Nice job by this offense.
Yeah, David, it just seems like this offense came out with a sense of urgency, right? They're playing with great energy, and it seemed like everything they dialed up on that drive worked perfectly. Really nice rhythm, really nice flow, and they cap it off the touchdown.
So Mississippi State's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Johnson wants to throw it. Runs through the tackle. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Breaks the tackle. Oh, he's got some space. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. The Bulldogs are on the move. They're going to ride this running back.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They send the tight end in motion. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. They booted away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking downfield on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. 3 seconds left on the clock. Just enough time to squeeze out one more play here in the 1st. Back to pass, it's Morrison. Looking for a deep man. That pass is incomplete, but this has been a period in which the offenses have shined. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the 1st period as we take a look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man downfield.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the foot.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
This offensive coordinator has got to find a way to slow down this defensive end in the 4-3 scheme. You might want to start thinking about double-teaming him with a tight end, maybe using a running back on some chips to try to give your quarterback more time.
Several defenders defenders get an assist on that tackle.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And the defense drags him down. So now it's second and long. Caught in the backfield, it's stopped. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Now facing a third and long. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that lap. There he goes. Discards him with the stiff arm. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Well, you can see why Rocky Top is so excited about this guy. He's a home run waiting to happen. Not only can he run you over, but he can run around you, too. This is an offense that doesn't only have to throw the football to win games. They can run it, and they can get explosive plays because of this guy's speed and skill set.
And the Volunteers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Works the middle. Running through contact. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure.
Finds a spot in the middle. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. You get a play like that, and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Intercepted to stop the threat.
Well, that essentially ends up being a punt for the offense. 3rd down, you're taking a deep shot. Because you were able to make the tackle relatively quickly after the guy picked it off, it's essentially just flipping the field.
Out of out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. Looking to pass. It's Morrison. Right on the money. At the 20, he's got space. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. To the air on 1st down. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down. They'll go to the air. Complete. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Vols want to move quickly. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Using the quick game.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Vols kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to throw, it's Morrison. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Volunteers! A great catch and run for 6.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Davis-Wade Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Mississippi State will put a foot to it to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So here is the Tennessee offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able...
Turning it on! Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And the Volunteers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The inside handoff. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on.
Run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
Zings it complete to the right. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown ball. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Safe completion on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
5 receivers across the formation. It's 2nd and 11. Johnson wants to throw it. Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not there. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Here's the return. He's got great speed. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Tennessee, 35. Mississippi State, 7.
Looking for blockers. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. The give to the tailback. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground.
Breaks into the open. Powers through. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The Bulldogs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. Trying play action. Here's a heat. It's complete on the right side. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Morrison. He's got it. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught. At midfield, he's got room. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got it.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Power football with the run. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, running back on the move. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. And the Vols pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking for a crease, it's Jocelyn. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. 1st and goal for the offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Volunteers. puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside the ACC today. Stanford overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from Palo Alto, this Cardinal team has to be thrilled with this result. One team will rise in the ACC standings while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Dropping back, it's Mung. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Teams proving to be special. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in week 4.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
Yeah, and this defense just putting the cherry on top of the sundae. They've been all over the place. They've done a great job. Their offense has built a huge lead. We're just counting down the minutes on the clock now.
Finds the tight end. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down, they've got it at the 40.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
The Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Morrison. He finds a soft spot in the middle. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. And this defense is just getting squeezed by the Big Orange, and he's cutting him up like Peyton Manning.
And no answers. I mean, he's really had his way. They haven't made him feel uncomfortable. If I'm a Vols fan, I'm jacked up that I got this guy at quarterback because he's showing he can put up some big numbers.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Can't get him to the ground.
First down pass. Complete to the back. No gain on the play.
5 wide receiver formation on 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely.
1st and 10.
So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Looking for a man. It's Morrison. Pressure coming. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots are
Unloads it downfield. And as the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit 0. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well,